I really can't say it. The only thing I can go on is DNA. Once again, I'm not criticizing their efforts and I'm not criticizing what they've done. I thank them so much for the time they have spent out there. I'm so appreciative of what they've done out there. It's just that I have to settle for DNA. I wanted to be able to identify her a little bit more better. But if I gotta settle for DNA, then I gotta settle for DNA. You know, that's the only thing I have. You know, I've seen the remains. The remains is not telling me that's her. It's not visually telling me that's her. So the only thing that I can go on is the DNA. I wanted to actually be able to identify my daughter. At least something that would tell me that okay, that's Neveah. Besides DNA, know. It will be. It will be. Um, I'll settle for that. I'll settle for the DNA. It's not going to go any further than this anyway, so I'll just settle for that. If I had any more issues about the situation, I don't think it would go any further. So I'll just settle for the DNA. Well, as far as me and my wife, we're okay. It's like I was telling everybody a while back. Um, I settle with the good or the bad. I settle with that. If they found her and she's not here, then I settle with that. So we've been coming along. I get stronger every day. The more I cry, the more I get stronger. So I don't cry as much. That was the first time actually in there that I cried that hard in a couple of days. Even when I got the news and they told me about it, I didn't cry. I just wanted to see, just let me see, And if I feel like everything is what it is, then I'll cry. But I didn't cry. Just seeing everybody in there, everybody that helped, looking at the law enforcement, looking at the construction workers, everybody that was lined up on that wall, that really touched me. Looking at the poster with all the names that was on there, that really touched me. But most of all, just seeing my daughter, that's what touched me. Just seeing her. So that was wild the tears. Um, I don't have any tears because of what they found. She's with the Father. She's in heaven. So if that's the case, then I know she's resting well. So I don't have any tears for that. I just have tears because I have to settle. So I got to settle. Well, um, we're gonna have a memorial. I haven't decided when I'm gonna have a memorial, but we were gonna have an event, so I'm just gonna transfer everything that I was gonna do from the event to having a memorial. So I'll just get back with everybody on the date on that. It's gonna actually, when I do the memorial, it's gonna probably be in November. October's almost over. We got Halloween coming up, so I want to give everybody a chance to do their trick or treat thing. So when it's time for the memorial, I want to see everybody there. So it'll probably be in November sometime. So and everything. Um, well, when the officer came to my door and he asked for 30 minutes of my time, I already knew. Also, looking at the timeline, well, we're at the end of the 5 weeks, so it's either you're gonna tell me something, or you're gonna tell me nothing. When he asked for 30 minutes of my time, I knew he was gonna tell me either they found her or they didn't find her. But I kind of figured that they was gonna tell me they found her. But when I went in there and they told me, there was no emotion. I didn't cry. You know, um, reason being because if she is gone, then I know she's in a better place. I rest with that. I'm good with that. After they told me that, the weight kind of lifted off of me a little bit. Well, at least I know she's not out there being harmed, or so at least she's not going through that. And that was one of my biggest things. Wondering if she's out there, wondering if someone's harming her, or if I'm going to see her again. Those were one of my biggest things. Not the fact that uh, she might be dead. It's just the fact that what she's going through, her last moments of going through whatever she went through, what was she thinking, what was she feeling? Those things is what breaks me down. But now that I know that, you know, she's with the Father, that weight is lifted off of me. Not saying that I'm not going to shed tears. Not saying that I'm not going to cry for my daughter. Because, I see my daughter running around my house. I see her outside. I got a car in there Power Wheel cars that reminds me of her being in it. So I'm going to shed those tears. I got pictures. I got pictures that she recorded before she went home. So I have those pictures.